Hi, it's Marci, and welcome to Basic Terms for Bible Study. These are terms you need to know when we do our Talmud Torah, so pay very close attention. There is an assignment at the end of the presentation. Have fun. There are many terms that you hear when you're studying Tanakh. Some of them are, for instance, Torah, the Bible, Tanakh, Chumash, the Torah, and the 5 books of Moses. While we use these terms all the time and we're used to hearing them and we think we know what they mean, I don't think that we always really have a precise definition. So that's what we're going to be working on in this slideshow, making sure we know which terms mean the same things as each other and which mean something different so we can use them all appropriately. First, I'd like to talk about the term Tanakh. The term Tanakh is a word that is actually made up of the 3 letters that are from the beginning of 3 other words, Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim. Now, let's talk first about the Torah. You can see the Tav at the beginning of Tanakh comes from the word Torah. The Torah is what we read every week, Mondays, Thursdays, and on Shabbat. And each section that we read during the week is called Parshat HaShavua. There are also other readings that we read from the Torah, and they are read on holidays and Rosh Chodesh. The second part of the Tanakh is Nevi'im. Nevi'im are readings from the prophets, the books of the prophets. These are read also every week on Shabbat, and the portion that we read each week is called the Haftarah. The last section is Ketuvim. The Ketuvim are other writings that are part of the Tanakh that are not part of Torah and not part of Nevi'im. You're familiar with many of them. For instance, you know many of the Megillot, Megillat Esther, Megillat Ruth. You're familiar as well with Tehillim that we say. These are all things that are coming from the section called Ketuvim. Now, different parts of Ketuvim are read at different times, but what I'd really like you to remember is that special holiday readings come from here as well. So we can see that 3 sections, Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim, together make up the Tanakh, and this is what we call the Bible. I do want to warn you to be careful, however, because when other people who are not Jewish use the term the Bible, they are not referring to the same thing as we are. For instance, when Christians refer to the Bible, they're talking about 2 parts of their Bible, the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament, the old part of their Bible, is the same as the Tanakh. It's the same as what we consider the Bible. But in addition, they have a second part to their Bible called the New Testament. And these are the stories about Jesus. And this is what makes their religion different than ours. So even though we're both using the term Bible, it doesn't refer to the same thing. Remember this slide? I want to focus on just one of the sections of the Tanakh that we discussed, and that's Torah. When we talk about the Torah, you all know already that there are many books that are within the Torah. You've heard of Sefer Bereshit, Sefer Shmot, Sefer Vayikra, Sefer Bamidbar, and Sefer Dvarim. So these are the books, Sfarim, that are found within the Torah. Now let's see, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yes, there are 5. Now, this should help you. For that reason, these are also called the 5 books of Moses. And the word chamesh is where we get the term Chumash. So that way you know the Torah is the same as the 5 books of Moses, which is the same as the Chumash. For your assignment today, what I'd like you to do is to take all 8 of these terms that we've discussed today, Torah, Nevi'im, Ketuvim, Tanakh, Torah, the Bible, Chumash, and the 5 books of Moses. And I'd like you to create for me some kind of a chart or graphic organizer that shows me that you understand how these words relate to each other. You can use the beginnings of ideas that I might have used here in the slideshow for you, or you can do something on your own showing me that you understand all the words that are here. Thanks a lot. We'll see you tomorrow in school.